like, why are you trying to put down your own race? We already get enough, aggro from other races. Like, why try and put your own race down? Doesn't make sense.
This man, like, Dan, come on! Welcome to Melanated and Proud. Today, we've got a lovely lady. She's kind, generous, and full of bravery. Dedicated, passionate, not lazy. She's at the beginning of her career, so there's a lot more to appear. She's never hating. She's an inspiration in the making. So let's welcome the lovely Aylana.
Thank you.
So, how old are you?
I'm 25.
Cool. And where are you from?
I'm from Southeast London. I'm from Croydon. And like my background, I'm from like half I'm Caribbean, so half Jamaican, half Bajan.
And have you lived here your whole life?
Yes, I have. South London my whole life, born and bred.
Yeah.
I saying yeah, like that.
Yeah. East is the promised land, isn't it? So
no,
it's fine.
Yeah, so I did psychology with professional development, which basically just means I did a placement year. And I think as well, like on a personal level, like in my family, some people in my family have like autism, ADHD, like even me myself, like I had like social anxiety and like going through therapy and stuff and seeing how much it helped. I was just so interested in it. I was like, I want to study it further. So yeah, that's what inspired me to do it at uni.
Yeah, and the anxiety, how did that come about?
Yeah, I don't really know where it stemmed from. I guess, as I mentioned, my primary school was like a private school and it was an all-girls school. And my secondary school, it used to be like an all-boys school and didn't have the best reputation. So like they kind of knocked it down, built it from scratch, and they built it into Harris Academy. And all the boys that were in that previous school came back, but the first year, the year 7s, was just a mixture of girls and boys. So basically for me, it was like coming from an all-girls school to basically an all-boys school, from like predominantly like white and Asian school to like all like black kind of, a lot of them were, not the best behaved people. So I think that was a shock for me. And yeah, I think that's where the anxiety stemmed from. So, and also like mentioning, obviously kind of putting my hand up quite a lot in the class, being quite ahead, and people saying, oh no, you're such unique, why are you always answering, like you speak so posh for a black person, like all of these comments, I think, just like built up inside. And I think that's what led to the social anxiety, like thinking, all these boys, like I'm not used to this, are they all like looking at me, judging me, stuff like that. So I think, that's probably where it stemmed from. But yeah, I don't know, I got through kind of school managing, I guess, because as the years went on, the years below me became like mixed boys and girls, so it was less just kind of boys. But I don't know what changed. Maybe the added pressure of A-levels, when it got to sixth form, that's when it like really hit me, and that's when I went to therapy for it. So yeah, I think that's probably what triggered it, the change in like environment.
That's interesting. So I guess you kind of felt out of place at times, and everything that you learned and developed from private school also became like a I don't know, it's like something good has been used to something negative, innit? And so did you feel like you was being targeted by your own race at times?
Definitely, yeah. Like, oh, you're such a neat, like you speak so posh for a black person. I'm like, what does that mean? Definitely noticed that. And like even commenting on my parents, like, oh, your parents are Oreos, stuff like that. I'm just like why? What does that even mean? And I didn't really, surprisingly, I didn't experience that as such from primary school, which was predominantly like white, but from my secondary school, it's predominantly black. That's where I experienced it more actually, which is interesting.
It's interesting because how you've lived and how your parents have done it, that's how everyone aims to live as well, and how everyone wants, like that's what everyone wants to do, innit? But when people see it, there's a kind of like jealousy and hate and spite, and so they try to bring others down. That's what it was doing to you as well. And
I guess so.
yeah, I don't know how that must have felt for you. I guess you must have like been annoyed with your own race as well. I don't know. It could have affected who you chose to hang around with at times as well.
Yeah, exactly. I did have that kind of difficulty, especially in like year 7. Like, who do I hang around with? Like, more of the white girls or more of the black girls, or I don't know who's really kind of like me. So everyone was so different. I think it definitely affected my like friendship groups and who I chose to hang around with, who I chose to kind of be like as well. So it was quite challenging, definitely year 7. But I think from year 9, people just more accepting. Like, that's when I felt a bit more comfortable.
Did you ever receive the sort of support from your own community eventually in secondary school?
I guess so. Like, when I got to like 6th form, I was voted as head girl, so I guess I was a bit popular at one point.
But I had to take till you went to 6th form. So in terms of secondary school, year 7 to 11.
Yeah, 7 to 11. Not really. It wasn't really something that I necessarily spoke about. So I didn't know if they could support me in that sense. But actually, I think I went to counselling at one point when I was in school. Actually, I went to counselling. I forgot, but I didn't find it helpful at all. And I guess not knowing like the evidence-based social anxiety counselling is not obviously the nice guideline recommended treatment, so I can see why it didn't work. But in terms of like my friends, I had a good group of friends. Like, I'm still friends with most of them now. And I had support from like my mum, who's really supportive of me as well. Just like basically ignore the haters, like don't worry about them. And I think actually doing my dance on the side, I had those people as like my sisters as well, my dance group. I had somewhere to like, release all of this built up anxiety. Because it's strange, like the anxiety would be crazy. I couldn't even leave my house, but I was able to go to my dance classes and perform in front of thousands of people. Like, it was like a different person I could become on stage. So dance was definitely something that really, really helped me.
When you really deep it and you think about it, it was your own race that was like discriminating you in a way, and I don't know, that might have had an effect on you actually speaking in class. I don't know, did it? Like,
it
did
did. Like, I didn't like to speak in class. I'd know the answers. I didn't want to put my hands up. But I guess it didn't really bother me because the teachers didn't necessarily think, oh, there's something wrong with it. As long as I could do the work, like my homework or pass the exams, that's fine. Like, answering in class wasn't, it's not gonna change too much. I remember actually for my English GCSE, we had to read I don't know if it was for the actual GCSE. Yeah, I think it was for the actual GCSE. We had to like go around the class and read out a paragraph each, and I just couldn't. And I was trying to read, and I was like, sorry, like my throat is hurting. Like, my voice went all high pitched and stuff as well. I was like, I can't do it. My throat is hurting. So I just literally couldn't do it. The anxiety got too much. And then there was another part where we had to stand up and I think act something out, and I had to tell the teacher I literally can't do it. And thank God, like, she was like understanding, so I could come after school and do it, and like it was completely fine. So
it's a shame, man. Like, it's sad to hear that you went through that, but I know many people go through this as well, and so as black as they are, they're also being doubted about their blackness. And this whole concept of being an Oreo or coconut, whatever people want to say. What's your thoughts on it? Since you've been someone that's been around that, like, what would you say?
Like, why can't black people speak a certain way? Like, why does it have to just be white people that speak one way and black people speak another way? Like, it just doesn't make sense to me. You can speak however you want to speak. As long as you know where you come from and you don't forget your roots. Like, I don't know, I just think the comments are unnecessary and hurtful. Like, why are you trying to put down your own race? We already get enough, aggro from other races. Like, why try and put your own race down? Doesn't make sense.
Yeah, because when you think about it, it's you people that are placed in different situations which are like predominantly white or Asian that will be facing the real discrimination, the actual real racism. The people that are just amongst their own, like black people just being amongst black people, they don't actually face racism. It's you that will be facing it. And so you obviously had your primary school. I doubt you experienced anything there, but you're adapting there, and obviously you're coming to an environment where you're seeing people that look like you. So it's not something that you would have expected.
Exactly, not at all.
So yeah, it just shows that there's a lot more that we need to do. I don't know how we can.
Yeah, I don't know. It's just a lot of ignorance, really.
But how do we tackle this ignorance?
I don't know. I don't know.
You gotta tell me something. Give me a suggestion, like, because surely you would have been thinking about this a lot when you was in school about how annoying it is, and yeah, I just feel like it would be best to hear something that you think could be beneficial.
I don't really know. I don't think I've really thought about it, because in the moment I was just thinking, let me just get out of this situation. Like, how can I overcome this? So I don't really know a solution. Just people just self-reflect and, you know, ask yourself, why do I need to put other people down, especially for my own race? Like, what benefit does it have on you?
People as well. But I was going to say to you, like, how do you think us black people can move forward together as a community? In the UK specifically?
It's changing that mentality, really. Like, I feel like there's a real competitive mentality, like, oh, this person, keep looking at what the next person's got. Like, focus on yourself and help, like, your people. Don't see them as competition, because it's already hard enough in society. So yeah, really sticking together, not putting people down. If there are business opportunities, like, you know, bring people on with that. Yeah, I think it's that changing mentality and sticking together.
That's the thing. Not everyone's going to be willing to change their mentality, but there'll be some that will be willing. And so it could also be a thing where you just get together with like-minded people and start from there.
Exactly, that will be the first step.
But I was going to say, do you feel like we are still divided at the moment?
I think so, yeah. Especially like colorism and stuff. People thinking, oh yeah, people are better because they have a lighter skin tone or dark skin tone. At the end of the day, we're all, you know, black. There shouldn't be that divide, but I think there is. Definitely think there is a divide. Yeah.
And do you believe that we will come together someday soon?
I think so. And, you know, especially after everything that happened with George Floyd, I think that since then there's been a little bit of a change, like, especially from what I've seen on social media, people coming together, people trying to support black businesses a bit more, just like seeing more love on Instagram, like, oh yeah, love this, stuff like that. Slowly, I think it will take a long time, but slowly I can see there's some progress. I just hope that it continues to move forward. Yeah.
In the future.
Yes.
But you also do other stuff as well, such as your modelling. You want me to speak about that?
I just take pictures, nice pictures on Instagram. Yeah, people say it's influencing, but I don't know what to call it. So, like, sometimes companies reach out to me, or I reach out to companies, and they send me clothes or other items and things to promote for them. So yeah, that's what I do on Instagram.
Cool. All right, so can you tell me your socials, if you don't mind people following you?
Yeah, my Instagram is @Aylana_Jade. Yeah, and my YouTube, AylanaJade.
Okay, cool. She's going to be putting up a lot of videos soon, so yes, you are.
I will.
But yeah, no, honestly, I appreciate you coming on there, because hearing your stories, it's literally inspiring. Hearing that you've gone through all of this, yet you're still here smiling, willing to support, because you even helped me towards getting a job as well. I didn't even know you. I just reached out to you, and yeah, he was willing to help.
spread the
Show
love.
the
See,
love,
things like
generosity.
that answers your question earlier. How can people help? Yeah, just spreading love, helping people like that look like you, really. Yeah, because we all want to rise to the top. So yeah,
because you're literally very easygoing. Like, you gave me more than I expected as well. Like, so I really appreciate it, and just wanted everyone to hear that as well, because like, you are very generous, and you are living the life that you want others to do as well. So you're acting by example. So thank you for that, and I hope others follow too. So man, I wish you more success in every area of your life. You're gonna thrive. You're gonna get on that doctorate. You're gonna be a clinical psychologist. You're gonna make more money in other areas as well. So man, long way to continue. But final words of encouragement for your people.
Ignore the haters. Do what you want to do. Yeah, be kind. Yeah.